Stop what you are doing right now, alright? I have found something on Reddit that you will not believe, alright? I have found a Redditor that tried to suck his own dick. Watch until the end. Watch until the end to find out what happens. Will this Redditor be successful? I don't know, man. You gotta wait till the end to find out. So watch it until the end. Watch until the last second. So I have found a post on Reddit from r/nosleep about it's a story, and it's called "So I Tried to Suck My Own Penis" by KSYWVGZY. So obviously they tried to suck their own dick, and because it's on nosleep, it's obviously a horror story, so something really scary must have happened. Like, I don't know, man. If you've ever tried to suck your own dick, maybe you know what happens. Maybe you know like how scary it can be, how risky it can be. But we're gonna find out. Hey there. Well, after seeing the title, you may be a bit confused. You may have expected some laugh, some comedical story. You might also be shocked. Why did I put it in a place like this? But no, this is not funny. This is not hilarious. Take your laughs away. Stop getting ready to laugh and burst out laughing, alright? Because this is no joke. This is far from being a joke. This is serious. Dick sucking is serious. Self-dick sucking is serious. I wanted to tell you about an experience which flipped my life upside down and turned it to shreds. And no, it was not because of a broken back or me ending up crippled. I fucking wish it was. Well, you see, there are lots of ways I could write this and how I could present this to you. A lot of them matched my preference, but I chose this one because I had to choose something. I thought this particular way was the best way to tell you all this. But first, let's make it clear. Yes, this is a story about how I tried to suck my own dick, alright? The title's not lying. I did in fact do this. This is real. This is all real. Everything in this story, real. Actually happened. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. Now, let's start from the beginning. Well, the thing is that I was born with a strange condition. A lot of these sentences have started with, well, but, you see... Obviously the writer's got their own style. Everyone's got their own style, but I'm just pointing it out. Look, I'm pointing it out. Look at what I pointed out and laugh at it. I am making fun of the author. There are a lot of people with some inborn conditions, because of which they can do some tricks, which look painful to others. I also had some classmates who also had some and liked to show these off. One could bend his nose. He was born without a cartilage in his nose, and so he could bend it like it was made out of gum. Every time he bended his nose in 90 degrees, we were like, ew, that's fucking gross, dude. It's gross. I don't like seeing it. It pisses me off. I don't like seeing snot coming out of your nose every time you bend it. Like you bend it like to the left and snot shoots out. Like, dude, you're using your nose as like a squirty gun. Stop, dude. Everybody hates it, and I mean everybody, so fucking stop. It's not funny anymore. There was another one as well, but his case was less spectacular, and because of that, he rarely showed it to anyone, because there was no need to. He could bend his thumbs in both ways, front and back. We were quite shocked. We asked him how he could do it, if he broke it before or something, but he said that no, that his thumbs were always like this. Yeah, this guy's got the loser superpower. You can bend your thumbs, man. It's not as cool as Greg over there who can bend his nose. Man, you're a loser, real loser. Look at this loser over here. All he can do is bend his thumbs. But in comparison to mine, these two are freaking grains of sand. Those guys, losers compared to me. Peasants. I am a fucking god compared to them. Right, my abilities go beyond your comprehension. I was born with an elastic spine. I could bend it a lot more than other people. Some people were impressed by this, others were disgusted. Because of this, I was bullied a lot in elementary school. Called a weirdo with fingers pointed at me. You can bend your spine? Ha! What a fucking weirdo you are. Jesus Christ. What are you doing bending your spine and shit? What are you, Elastic Man? That's what they called me. They called me Elastic Man. They called me Elastic Man, and it was... I cried every single day. You know, kids are very cruel. When someone is different, they won't let them go. They can turn classmates' life into a living nightmare just because they don't like them. But as I grew, I got more accepted with time, and in high school, when my classmates saw my back bending like gum, they were hella impressed. But I won't lie, they were not like, ew, like that one with the bending nose. Some of them were about to puke, but still, they were hella impressed. Well, if this was like 19th century, I'd probably in some weird circus for weirdos. But it turns out I was lucky. This was at college. We ended second year and we just had to celebrate. So I celebrated by sucking my own dick. This is where it's going. We decided to go to the forest and drink. We went to he shop and bought a few beer bottles, enough for everyone to drink more than one, and went to the woods. We went there because it would be boring to drink indoors, and we would be fined for drinking in a public place. We had our nice hiding spot, where we also had put some tyres, which had functions of chairs. What was the best? A river was going right there, so not only we had a nice climate, we could also throw bottles in it for fun. Hell yeah, fucking littering and shit. Destroying the ocean. The ocean? It's a lake, it's a river. I'm fucking waterist. I can't tell water apart from each other. They're all the same. All bodies of water are the same. A glass of water, that's exactly the same as the ocean. This whole hiding place, where no one could see us, and the whole ass river just for us, and no one else. When we got there, we sat there and started opening our bottles. We had a huge facepalm when we realised that no one had an opener. Massive facepalm, epic fail. Holy shit, no one got an opener? None of you brought an opener? Are you idiots? Why didn't we bring an opener? Oh, this is a funny moment. Man, I hope someone is recording this so we can put it in a funny moment compilation. We got pissed that no one thought of that, but I had a crazy idea. I took the case off my phone and opened each beer bottle with my phone. My friends were terrified, telling me to stop, that I'll ruin my phone. Stop, don't do it, stop, you're gonna ruin your phone. But I didn't give a fuck, because I'm too cool. I don't care about my phone. Material things don't matter to me. I am just so badass that I'm willing to sacrifice my phone. My phone case. I'm willing to sacrifice anything. I had a very strong phone. I had it since 5 years. It didn't even have a hard glass, but throughout all these years, I dropped it a lot. And by that, I mean a lot. There were a lot of moments where it should have broken, where it should have ended with a cracked screen, but nothing. It still looks like new. Man, this is an advertisement for a phone. What? It's an advertisement for a phone and he doesn't even say the name of it. Man, I want to buy this phone. Tell me what it is, please. After using it as an opener, there were some scratches on the corner, but nothing else. Trust me, it was not the first time I opened a bottle with my phone. This corner was scratched since years. What is this tangent that he's going on? He's going on about his phone, using his phone screen, how amazing it is. Just get to the part where you suck your own dick. We started to drink. I was the first one to finish my first bottle. I was never good at drinking properly. I always drank too quickly. Because of that, I often ended up puking. But when I did, I vomited not once, but 4 to 6 times. After that, I always felt like shit. But after those mistakes, I used a scheme, which actually works for me. If I start to feel dizzy, I stop drinking. Just plain and simple. You start to feel a little dizzy, just stop. Just stop drinking. Put the bottle down. It's that simple. I don't know what, just stop drinking. We drank a few bottles. One of us puked. Some barely walked and some couldn't stop laughing. I love that feeling. You get drunk, dizzy and uncontrollably happy, constantly amused and about to laugh. I was just sitting there calmly, sipping my beer, grinning and sometimes laughing. I was getting more sober so I could go back to drinking, and then my friend, Martin, came up with an idea. Yo, Tom, I have a stupid idea. You know, you have this bendy, wibbly, wobbly back, right? Said Martin. Well, yeah, why? So, listen here. What about a bet? Okay, what is it? Listen, you'll try to suck your own cock. If you succeed, you get 10 bucks. If not, I do. I mean, then I get 10 bucks, not suck my own penis, of course. So, what do you think? Does that sound like an amazing idea? I'll film it and everything. How does it sound? You get 10 whole dollars. Honestly, sounds like a great idea. We'll all watch it, we'll all see. Go for it, man. Just go for it. Do it right now. I was shocked, but alcohol did it. I was still conscious, but alcohol increased my confidence. I was sure I could do this. I laughed and said, "You son of a bitch, I'm in." I didn't mind taking my pants off in front of my friends. I was quite drunk, so my common sense went poof. Well, if I didn't try to suck it then, I would do it eventually sometime later. All men probably just try to suck their own dicks at least once. Just like Critical said, in this world are 2 types of men. Those who... Wait, no, I gotta do a Critical impression. In this world, there are two... Yeah, this is what Critical sounds like. In this world, there are 2 types of men. Those who try to suck their own penis, and liars. Yep, flawless Critical impression, I know. That's exactly how he sounds. What's up everybody, it's Critical. Today we're gonna be watching this Redditor suck his own dick. I revealed my penis. Not only I had bendy back, my dick was also quite big, so it even made it easier for me. This is a true story. This is all real. This is true. I just need to reiterate, this is definitely true. This Redditor definitely has a big dick. I sat on a tire to make it more comfortable to me. If I tried to do it while standing on my feet, I could have just fell. My head was heading towards my penis. My friends were looking at me doing this abomination and were laughing, and some were chanting my name. Go Aaron, go Aaron, go suck that dick. I was almost there. Oh, I'm nearly there. Oh, I can barely make it. I'm nearly there. Oh, and I did it. My dick was in my mouth. It was quite difficult. I never bended my back that much, but I did it. I admit it, I was quite afraid, because if something went wrong, I would end up on a wheelchair, spend the rest of my life breathing through a plastic tube in my neck, or even die. But here I was, sitting there on a tire, in the middle of the woods, in front of my drunk ass friends with my own dick in my goddamn mouth. Everyone started to applause, and then everyone clapped. This is all real. Everyone clapped. Woo! Yeah! He's sucking his own dick right in front of me. Go on, slurp it down, slurp it. And then it happened. On the moment my dick landed in my mouth, everything started to distort, my head started to hurt, then my view started to look like noise on TV, and I woke up in a strange place. It was dark, empty. Walls looked like in some old house. The place reminded me of the back rooms. So he sucked his own dick, he sucked his own big juicy cock, and he's been teleported to an alternate dimension. His dick is the portal to the back rooms, or whatever the fuck. Everything was lit up by a small blue light, which source I couldn't find. The walls were quite dirty. In a place or two, I saw fungus. The place smelled. The wallpaper was torn off a bit. I have no idea which colour they were, because the only source of light there was blue, so my vision was monochromatic. When I think of it now, it feels like some kind of IRL Easter egg. This is just like video games. Defaulty. I wasn't supposed to suck my own cock, so God, or whatever the fuck created this twisted fucked up world, decided to be a bit of a funny and add a creepy Easter egg for those who actually succeeded in trying to do so. God himself saw me sucking my own dick and was like, this is gonna be funny, watch this. Once he sucks his own dick, he's gonna be taken to this Easter egg realm. You've discovered the Easter egg. Well done. Here's an achievement. Achievement unlocked. Hell yeah. This is just like video games. Just like game developers, who had some little treasures for those who love to dig, licked that creepy Easter egg in Sonic CD, where if you get into sound test and apply proper settings, you get this screen covered with pixelated Sonics with human faces, scary music and a caption. Fun is infinite with Sega Enterprises. He's going on another one of his tangents. He's been teleported to a dimension, and the most interesting thing to him right now is Easter eggs, video games and Sonic CD. I remember how creeped out I was when I found out about it for the first time, but if you get to the end, you'll see that this wasn't Sonic CD, endless fun with Sega type of Easter egg. It was a fucking Petscop and Walton Files type of Easter egg. Holy shit, what are all these references? Walton Files? Petscop? Holy shit. Fucking, when's Petscop 2 coming out? It's something like if everything after Simon Jarrett's brain scan in Soma was a fucking Easter egg. I have no idea, I don't know that reference. I got everything else, but not that one. I'm sorry, I'm not a gamer. Like he wasn't even supposed to get a brain scan, but a regular checkup, leave the clinic and die a few days later because of his brain damage. Like on my first play, I was lucky enough to... he's just talking about fucking... He's going on this whole tangent about all his favourite games and all his favourite Easter eggs. Dude, you're in a different dimension. What are you doing? Shut up, I don't care. Let's just skip that. When I found myself there, I was terrified. I started to shake and my heartbeat got faster. I slowly walked in, searched for an exit, wondering how I even got there. I couldn't stop myself from constant feeling of being watched. While walking through cold, empty, dark corridors, I felt that someone or something was watching me. Sometimes I heard footsteps, which were not mine, but when I checked, there was nothing there. At some moments, I also heard slight knocking on the walls, but still, nothing there. That was it for me. When I felt breathing on my neck or something grabbing my shoulder, I barely stopped myself from screaming. When I turned around, there was nothing, but I couldn't stand it anymore. I started to run. I had to get the fuck out of there. This guy's watching me, tapping me on the shoulder, saying, hello, hi, I saw you suck your dick. Ooga booga, I saw you suck your own dick. After some time, I saw arrows on the walls. The arrows pointed in a certain direction. I decided to follow them. I thought that they might lead me to the exit. They were my only chance for me to get out of this sick place, which I didn't even know how I got to. Then, I finally found the end of the corridors. The place which the arrows led to. The only place which wasn't a corridor. It was a room. A big room. When I saw one wall, I stood there paralysed, unable to catch a breath. The wall was entirely covered in screens. All the screens were showing several possible outcomes of me trying to suck my own dick on a drinking party. All of them looked like GIF images, displaying several GIFs of you sucking your own dick as you look in horror. Oh my god, I can't believe I did this. It's showing you that someone actually recorded you doing it, and now it's been made in GIFs, and it's been spread all around the internet. It's showing you, and then you can't do anything about it. I saw myself succeeding, sucking it, not succeeding, and losing 10 bucks, giving up, humiliating myself, breaking my back, getting taken away by an ambulance, falling and cracking my neck, accidentally biting my dick off, dying because of spine damages, spending the rest of my life on a wheelchair, spending the rest of my life in a coma, spending the rest of my life on a hospital bed, awake, breathing through a plastic tube attached to my throat, spending the rest of my life with millions around me, millions of dollars and money, cause I got famous from sucking my own dick. I saw myself dying, getting myself seriously injured, and ending up as a vegetable at the same time in several possible ways on that single wall. I was about to vomit. It's teaching you a very firm lesson for sucking your own dick. This is what you get, by the way. This is what you get for sucking your own dick. Let this be a lesson to everyone at home. Don't suck your own dick. Don't do it. This is what happens. And then, I heard footsteps behind me. After a few seconds, they ended. Whatever was following me the whole time, it stopped and was standing right behind me. My pupils shrank. I slowly turned around, shaking, breathing heavily. I saw it. The creature is difficult to describe. It was black, but full of colours. There was a glow around it, which colour I still can't tell. The creature itself was abstract, but still humanoidal. Did I see it as humanoidal? I have no idea. I remember how it looked. I still have that image in my head, but it's difficult to describe it with words. It's something you would have to see for yourself. It seemed like it was fully built of non-Euclidean shapes. It looked like from some dimension higher than our third dimension space. I couldn't scream. I couldn't shake. I was too terrified. I felt like my heart would stop. I couldn't breathe. I was paralysed. All I could do was just standing there, staring at it. And suddenly, it ran towards me. I woke up screaming. I realised I was on a hospital bed. Everyone from drinking party was standing around me. They seemed relieved that I woke up. They told me that they were afraid if I may die. That labyrinth room with screens and that creature had been a nightmare, some kind of fever dream, but it felt so real. When I asked them what happened to me, they barely could say a word, but they managed to give me an image of what happened, and that is something I did not see on any of the screen. From what I know, after I succeeded in putting my dick in my mouth, I started shaking. It looked like an epilepsy attack. I was laying on the ground, shaking with spume spilling out of my mouth, then panicked and called an ambulance immediately. It took quite some time for an ambulance to arrive. Before that, my body was still shaking, but suddenly it stopped. They told me I looked like a corpse. When the ambulance arrived, lifeguards could feel my pulse. Lifeguards? From an ambulance? They throw a floaty on me to save me, blow a whistle, start doing backstrokes on me. The doctors had a huge difficulty with telling what had happened to me. My spine was not damaged. My brain was healthy. None of my nerves were damaged, and I didn't have any disease like epilepsy. They knew the story of the bet and me sucking my dick. My friends didn't want to hide anything because they cared about saving my life. Well, they obviously don't care because now they've embarrassed me in front of all these doctors. I bet they're laughing at me. Those doctors are laughing at me. I can't believe it. I'm not friends with these guys anymore. Fuck the 10 bucks. When I put myself together, I had a few checkups and could go. Doctors didn't see any reason of me staying at a hospital. There wasn't anything wrong, but they said that if I have an attack like this again, I should contact them. I didn't tell anyone about the nightmare I had when I was unconscious. I never had a reason to. But there was also something else. On a hospital bed, I thought that I was still half dreaming. But no, it wasn't. I had visions. Thousands and thousands of visions of everything that possibly could happen at the hospital at that moment. A lot of them were insignificant, normal, but a lot of them were drastic, tragic, graphic. In just 1 minute, I saw myself, my friends, doctors and nurses, people laying next to me, having terrible accidents, getting severely injured, or even dying. I don't even want to describe it. So you've gained superpowers from this. You've gained ultimate power. Doctor Strange can see into alternate realities and shit. Man, the benefits of sucking your own dick. This is actually, I take back what I said earlier. Go suck your own dick, you can see into alternate universes. From that moment, I still, to this day, on every single second, I see every single possibility of every single situation. That might seem cool, but no, it's terrifying. Imagine walking around school, talking to a girl you like, wanting to tell her about how you feel, but you see every single outcome of that situation. You see everything you could possibly say to her, and every single reaction of hers. One is accepting you, becoming to like you, other is her laughing at you, other is she gets scared of you, thinking you're creepy, other is her slipping, falling, hitting her head on a desk and breaking her neck, falling and stabbing herself with scissors she was holding, being hit with an opening door, walking backwards, unable to catch a grip on falling off a window. Like, holy shit, she fucking dies because you confess your love to her. Don't do it. Imagine walking with your best friend around the town and you see him walking with you, but you also see him argue with you and become to hate you, get hit by a car, get decapitated, fucking die, yeah, etc. I don't know, I can't read through, I don't want to read through all that. That's not pretty cool. This hurts. This fucking hurts. I bet I could see all the alternate realities of him posting this story. I bet he knew I would make this video, because he can see into alternate realities. He knew this would happen. I walk around, seeing myself and others dying and getting terribly injured in every single way possible. And it doesn't apply only to me and people I know, but to every single person which is around me. The more people I pass by, the more visions I have. When I'm alone, I have thousands of visions, so imagine, how much is it when you're in a huge crowd? No, it's not that I see everything at the same time. My eyesight isn't like a crystal of death from Rick and Morty. Man, this Redditor is a Rick and Morty fan. He's making all these references. The visions are there, but they just don't appear in my subconscious. I don't see them, but they actually feel like something I've seen before, but they are there. And because of how many visions I have, often they mix with my memories, and even now, it's hard for me to tell what is reality and what is not. I don't know why it happened to me, but I have a theory about it. So there is a part in our brain responsible for planning our actions and predicting possible consequences for them. Oh my god, there's all this law and shit. Look at this law. Man, this is awesome law. Do I really want to read this? The law for sucking dick? You know what, we'll skip the law. We'll skip the law, because there's too much. And also this story is way longer than I thought it would be. I thought this would be like, you know, a 6-minute read. But I think we're close to the end, so bear with me. We'll get there. At the beginning, I lived with constant fear, but now I feel nothing. I've seen so many terrible things that I got washed out of every emotion. I may sound like a psychopath, but now I don't give a single fuck if I or any of my friends get decapitated, lying on the ground with their guts splattered. I saw that so many times that now I can't feel anything. When I think of anything so terrible, I heard people talking about me a lot, thinking I couldn't hear them. They were saying that they couldn't see any life in my face. They were saying that they feel like they were seeing a robot, which wasn't taught to feel emotions, and didn't become a real boy. Again, the consequences of sucking your own dick. I am depressed. I am edgy. I am so sad. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not an alcoholic yet. Yes, I said yet. Because now I want to drink, or become addicted to drinking. By now, I avoid alcohol as much as I can. I said this because I know that it's just a matter of time before I end up doing nothing but drink and spend all my money on alcohol. I become the fucking, the drunk character, main character, and like, the washed up drunk. I used to be cool, but now I'm just a washed up drunk badass guy.
Drunk, tired, and pissed off. Drunk.
There were moments where I drank occasionally, and what I noticed is that alcohol makes my hyperprecognition weaker. Just like Dan Torrance, who became alcoholic in Dr. Sleep. See, he is like one of those washed up alcoholic characters from Stephen King's books. He noticed that his shining was weaker when he drinks. Sleeps. He was using alcohol and as an escape from his telepathic powers, which... he's gone on another one of his tangents, talking about The Shining again. There he goes again, just talking about random shit. Well, you see, there are a lot of ways I could write this, and how I could present this to you. I now, while writing this, have every single version of this text in my head. Some versions were shorter, some were longer. God, I wish I could have seen read the one that was shorter, because this is really long. One that was longer? How much more can you write about this? Some were extremely serious and tense, some were just casual and loose storytelling, and one or two were nothing but comedy where I made fun of my situation, hiding my pain in shitty jokes. But I chose this one. I thought that this version would be the best to tell you about what happened to me. I don't know how many of you will believe me, but trust me, I don't care. Don't worry, man, I believe you. I totally believe that this Redditor can fucking see alternate realities and shit. I believe you. I am with you. I just wanted to tell this to someone, to anyone, just to throw a bit of weight off my chest. Well, what about I end it with a moral? You tried to suck your own cock? I know you have. You better be happy that you failed. And that's the end. That's where it ends. Man, so now you know the effects of sucking your own dick. You know what happens. You become you can see alternate realities. You become Doctor Strange. You become badass, washed up drunk Doctor Strange. We've got a bit more lore in the comments here as well. How did it feel? Asking for a friend. Sucking my dick? Well, I was satisfied. I won't lie. So, you know, the consequences of sucking your own dick are that, you know, you get teleported to an alternate dimension, you start seeing versions of reality that you don't like, you become depressed. But on the plus side, it does feel really good. That guy can confirm that it does feel really good. So yeah, people at home, will you suck your own dick? The choice is yours. You know what happens. Make your choice. Blue pill or red pill. The choice is now. Bye. That's my message. That's the end of the video.